Yes, the Boohoo Effect here. Shizzles, are we still upset? Boy, you've been raging ever since I started replying back to you on my threads. Note, on my threads, yeah. You came to me, buddy, and I saw your little comment on the Urban Disciples thread. Yeah, do you remember what you said? Why don't you revisit that thread if Urban still has it posted? You made the suggestion that there's a reason, an underlying reason that I did not answer his sick little question, in which I did. I knew what Ryan was doing. He was being sick, but in order to move on, because he couldn't get that word, that R word out of his mind, I answered it, even though I knew his sick little game, okay? And you wrote on his thread, you said basically, interesting, why he didn't answer the question. I chose to let that go. You insinuating that I do naughty things. Yeah, against the female gender. When it's a proven fact, Shittles, that Ryan justifies physical violence against women. Yeah, you seem to have overlooked that video. You also, Shizzle, seem to have overlooked my evidence of his criminal record. You don't know anything about that, do you? Yeah, but yet you want me to do all your work because you're too stupid and unemployed and lazy because, what? You're playing a game of willful ignorance? Is that it? Shizzle? Yeah. You know what? You want me to prove everything when it's completely in your unemployed face? Well, you claim you work. I've already owned you by your own line of questioning to myself. I got a question for you. Why don't you prove that you work? And yeah, I do pose that challenge because if somebody's going to come at me based off of, normal fundamentals in life, morals, principles, ethics, being a man, then they got to first prove to me that they're a normal, functioning individual, citizen in this society, that they give back to their town with taxes and so forth. They pay their own way, Shizzle. Yeah, you know what this is about, though? It's about your ego. You're like a child. Shizzle. You're a child throwing a tantrum because you don't like that parody. You're still whining about it. I've noticed you played it 3-4 times. You can't get over that parody. That affected you that much because you're a baby. Your unemployed ego, Shizzle, is hurt. It's injured. You're like a wounded animal squawking out in pain, in anger, right? A cornered animal that's injured. Of course you're going to lash out. And come on, Shizzle, you can do better than that. I've seen you waste your life longer than 5 hours out of the day. You can do 8 hours. I'm sure you can. You claim that you listen to music lately. Yeah. Hey, you're listening to music. And what are you doing in the meantime? Are you on some kind of a job site? Is that it? Yeah, doing nothing. Yeah, why don't you prove that you're employed? Because if you're going to make my business your business, then that's a two-way street, Shizzle. Prove that you're employed. And your little whining stream, yeah, that's so easily debunked because all I have to do is point to my existing videos. You always say, you're always about evidence. Prove it, show me. When it's in front of your face, it's not my fault that you exercise either willful ignorance or just plain stupidity. Now, I don't know if it's a combination of being too induced on your dope, or you're just not intelligent enough, or it's one of your games that you like to play. But you seem to really favor spending your life on YouTube, don't you, Shizzle, the rap artist? Yeah. You thrown your life away, and you get on your live streams talking like you know your shit, that you're the ultimate, straight up player on proof and facts and truth when you don't present shit yourself. Okay? Again, if you're going to be questioning my integrity, I'm going to question your integrity, okay? And that goes past YouTube, because people like you, Shizzle, you try your best to ignore the real life and keep all your little games on YouTube. YouTube is basically a social site, but I myself use it to call out trash. Now, the lengths of my posts and videos is over a course of time, a lengthy course of time, Shizzle, since you can't seem to connect the dots, okay? It's responding. I reserve that channel that you're on, that you're obsessed with, I reserve it for calling out trash like yourself, okay? So why don't you, after your 12-hour nap, Shizzle, and you get up and you start getting on your computer, why don't you go in the kitchen, drink yourself a glass of milk, and think on things a little bit, okay? In a clear light, and be honest with yourself for once, Shizzle, because you're a bold-faced liar, okay? You are a liar. And what you demonstrated with me twice now, trolling me, trying to play stupid, picking fights, saying, prove it, where's the facts? I wholeheartedly believe Penny's side, that you've been harassing her, okay? So, yes, it's good that I'm diverting your attention over here to a man, because you're a little punk that likes to harass women, okay? Now, I don't know if it's your face. I've heard that you got issues with your face that you confessed one time to Malibu. Why don't you just address your health problems, okay, Shizzle? Get off YouTube, correct your diet, lay off the dope. That's my advice to you. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, we'll see you soon, Shizzle. We'll see you around. You know, in the words of Shuttle, what, a couple years ago, when you were exchanging with Laugh At You, yeah, you got my attention, okay? So don't cry too hard, boy. We'll see you in the next one.